Run it back, nation! What is good? It is your boy DJ Eastwood, run it back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Algo gang, give me 5,000 likes on the video. We're not talking about James Harden today. Woo! Hold on. We're not talking about James Harden today. It's like we kind of are a little bit. But first, we're going to talk about something that's actually fun to talk about. Yeah. Subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, that is fraudulent behavior, and this is the No Fraud Zone. Turn your notification bell on. Let's get down to business. Put something in the comments. So I didn't get to upload my video after the Sixers-Nets game because my internet wasn't working and I just gave up. But I did have a take on, Ben Simmons in that game with his 8 points and 9 turnovers and how everybody was coming out saying Ben is back. And I predicted perfectly that ESPN was going to show his behind-the-back pass and make it seem like he is, rookie Ben Simmons again. And they did post that video of him with the behind the back pass, and they put in the caption, Ben getting it done on both ends of the floor with fire emojis. And I'm like, bro, he had 8 points and 9 turnovers. He had so many turnovers it was embarrassing. Kelly Oubre plucked the ball from him so many times. It wasn't good at all. And I was listening to the Mismatch podcast with, I think it's Kevin O'Connor or someone else. I don't remember. But the one guy on there was saying that Ben is back and these highlights look amazing and wow. And I was like, did you even watch the game? And he goes, now I'm not going to say that I watched a Nets preseason game, but, when you just look at the highlight, yeah, exactly. You didn't watch the game. Anyway, Patrick Beverly got ejected from that game for 2 technical fouls. And he was on his own podcast with our boy Roan, and he talked about why he got ejected. And I absolutely love the way that Pat Bev talks, not only in this clip, but just in general. I think Pat Bev is probably the best current NBA player that is podcasting. He's the best podcasting NBA player right now. It's hands down for me, okay? Here's what he said.
Nothing gets me more fired up than seeing my buddy get kicked out of a preseason game. Can you explain to me exactly what happened between you and Ben Simmons? Let's get right into it.
First off, Ben Simmons is a hell of a talent.
Hell of a natural talent. Yeah, I agree with that.
It was good seeing him back out there. He looked strong. He impacted the game yesterday. So when it comes to basketball, I don't have a problem with Ben Simmons. But when it comes to, he was chirping at one of our rookies.
Petrusev.
Come on.
Ben Simmons, year what is it? On a Supermax contract. Talking shit in a preseason game to Philip Petrusev.
Come on. Philip with an F. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Philip with an F.
Chirping at that guy. You foul him hard as fuck. I'm talking to you all game. You ain't saying nothing. Tobias cooking your ass. You really ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got 8 turnovers.
Punch.
Yo, I love it.
Turnovers.
Punching down, kind of.
Yeah, our rookie. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't get no. Don't talk to me. I've been talking to you all game anyway. Talk to me.
You were talking.
That's how Ben Simmons is. It's the same way that he goes off in a preseason game or he goes off against bad teams on a Tuesday night in the middle of the regular season and then completely folds under pressure. Same. He'll pick the guy. He'll pick on the guy that he knows he could talk trash to. He won't talk trash to, Patrick Beverly. Remember when he was talking trash to Tyler Johnson?
Talking to him the entire game at the free throw line. You were
come through the lane and hit him. His swag be too high.
What do you mean your swag?
This is my favorite part, man. This is so good. This is so clutch right here.
And I hit him, his swag be too high.
What do you mean your swag's too high? Is that a thing?
Yeah, sometimes guys be swag too high. You know what I'm saying? For not done a lot.
Fuck you, Ben Simmons.
But yeah, that's what I don't like.
Your swag be too high for not. Yeah, you ain't done shit, bro. You ain't done a damn thing, and you're out here trash talking Philip Petrusev. And our boy Patrick Beverly wasn't having it in a preseason game. So he's giving him elbow here, elbow there, talking trash back to Ben Simmons. He won't say anything back to him. Patrick Beverly gets ejected from the game for a second technical foul. But man, Philly is going to love Patrick Beverly. I mean, we were watching this game, just watching him, looking up to 6'11" Ben Simmons, just talking all his trash and just his attitude, his grit, and just how you can tell he loves to get under players' skin. And when he senses a weak mentality, he's going to come at you even more. When he senses that you're backing down or you're folding a little bit, or when he senses that he's really getting to you, he's going to bring it even more. Philly's going to absolutely love Patrick Beverly as far as the attitude goes. And he has a little bit of point guard ability. Now, I said, with his game right now at this stage of his career, throw him in there for 10 minutes, throw him in there for 12 minutes. In these preseason games, obviously, we're seeing him a lot in the second half, and he kind of burns out. I think in the second half, he kind of loses his legs, and his game kind of goes away. Throw Patrick Beverly in there for 8 minutes in the first half of a basketball game and let him talk his shit, and I'm going to enjoy it all season long. Get Kelly Oubre on there talking. Let's have all the trash talkers, bro. Make it interesting. I'm excited. Now, of course, we do have to talk about the topic at hand that has been the topic that's going to continue to be a topic probably all season long. But once the season starts, we're actually breaking down games. I'm going to try my best to not talk about this garbage. But I want you guys to tell me in the comments, because, who James Harden has done this to himself. But in negotiating a trade, Daryl Morey, he lost the Ben Simmons trade straight up. There were better options out there without giving up another 2 first-round picks for 33-year-old James Harden. And now because he was overvaluing Ben Simmons. Remember when people were talking about how much he was asking for Ben Simmons? Remember when people were talking about, Daryl Morey asked the damn Cleveland Cavaliers for Jared Allen, Cedi Osman, 3 first-round picks, Darius Garland, and they were like, no. Now he's doing the same thing with James Harden. Does he actually think this is his value, or is he just playing the game? We thought that with Ben Simmons, he's just playing the game. He doesn't actually think this is the value. But now the season's about to start, and then nothing's happened, so I'm starting to think he actually believes this. Daryl Morey asked the Clippers for Paul George in trade talks centered around James Harden. Lawrence Frank reiterated that the team's stance that man would not be a part of their offer. Morey, those people say, expressed his disbelief and accused the Clippers of being unserious about getting a deal done. He even quipped that they should just trade Paul George for Harden if they were so determined to keep all of their lesser assets. A request that was immediately denied. Is Daryl Morey even being serious? That's the question. Or, look at it this way. Is Daryl Morey even really qualified to be in these positions? Think about it for a second. What fleece job has Daryl Morey pulled off? Before the Sixers hired him, a lot like Doc Rivers, everybody talked so highly about this guy. Oh, they got Daryl Morey. They finally got a real NBA GM who isn't afraid to make a move, who's a good negotiator, blah, blah, blah. And then you see him for a couple years and you're like, all I've seen is bad negotiation by this guy. And then you look back at his career and you're like, wait a minute. What negotiation has Daryl Morey actually won? What negotiation has he actually had pulled off and made people say, oh, that was a fleece? I'm starting to think this guy has no idea what he's doing. I'm starting to think this is just like pulling some random dude off the street and trying to get him to make a transaction. He's sitting up there like, well, okay then, since you guys want to play hardball, why don't you just trade Paul George for James Harden then. If you don't want to give up Terrence Mann, they're probably like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Who let him in? I'm starting to think the combination of James Harden and Daryl Morey together is probably, and not together because they hate each other now, which is funny, but both of them being in your organization and both of them being a part of this thing that needs to end is probably the worst combination of two mindsets you could probably ask for in a sports organization situation like the one that we're in. I'm starting to say to myself, you know what? The guy that let Charles Bassey walk and Isaiah Joe walk and traded for Jalen McDaniels and threw in another 2 second-round picks, let him walk, traded Matisse Thybulle, passed up on Tyrese Halliburton because he was overvaluing Ben Simmons, gave up another 2 first-round picks, Seth Curry and Andre Drummond, for James Harden. I mean, that's just the beginning of it. I'm starting to think both of these guys are a major issue, and they both need to be gone. I'm starting to think Daryl Morey and James Harden both need to be gone. There's my take on that. And the last thing here, James Harden is subject to being fined $389,000 per game missed if he sits out. Over the course of an 82-game season, that is an equivalent of $32 million. So here it is. You know, he already missed practice yesterday. There's a claim that he was with his sick mother in Houston. I mean, what are the odds? I'm not saying that's not true. And I don't want to go out there and say that's not true. I'm just saying, what are the odds that the timing lines up like that? I'm getting Ben Simmons mental health vibes here. And then, I have a back injury. And then this and then that. It's going to continue to be something to try to avoid getting fined. If his mother was sick, I'm not saying she's not. He would have said, hey, guys, I'm not going to be there today. I'm going to Houston to be with my sick mother. He didn't do that. He just didn't show up. $389,000 a game. That's $32 million over the course of the season. So here it is. James Harden and his ego and his pride. I hate Daryl Morey. I'm never playing for him. Versus, do I want to lose $32 million? It's so frustrating because just nothing's happening. But what can you do, man? What can you do? Being a Sixers fan is just trauma every day. I'm out.